Hello guys, and today I'm going to be talking about a game that I actually do not have footage of. So for this video, I'm just going to show clips I could find and, I don't know, maybe use images in this video for reference. Now, as you can tell, I'm making a video on Metal Gear Rising, which is a game I actually been playing pretty recently. I think it's a relatively underrated game, and after all these years, it's definitely one of those games where I can consider again, yeah, underrated. So yeah, the first thing is first is that this game doesn't hold up that well. You know, the gameplay is fun and all, but it does even have its problems. A lot of the boss fights also have their fair share of problems. A lot of them just go on a similar pattern, and a lot of them feel relatively linear. Even the minions you have to fight also have that same problem. Now, again, this game came out probably in like 2013. This game is relatively old, but that doesn't mean it's entirely free of flaws. No, it has its flaws. I'd honestly say this is one of those games where it's simultaneously doing an amazing job while doing a really bad job. A lot of the game kind of feels relatively messy to get through while also being really fun and exhilarating. This game's pacing also has its fair share of problems, but it's not a bad game. I think Metal Gear Rising is a really phenomenal game when it comes to innovation in terms of the Metal Gear series at least, because a lot of the Metal Gear games are similar in the way their gameplay is styled. Now, I actually do think this series was relatively good. The best games in this series are considered to be Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain and Metal Gear Solid 2 are considered the best games in the series. And compared to modern day Metal Gear, I'd say we have a case of a game here that's much better, miles better in fact, than where games came after it. But except for Metal Gear Solid 5, because even though this game is underrated, that does not mean it is better than Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. It's definitely not because, it just isn't. I'd say Metal Gear Solid 5 is just better, but that's just me. Anyways, I actually do think this game was relatively underrated in a lot of aspects. Sure, it has its flaws, and sure, it's not like a stealth game, but it's still fun, and I do think it should be remembered. I think it was a really good introduction to, a spinoff. And for that, I'd say this game definitely deserves some recognition, even if it isn't entirely warranting of deserving it. It's still one of those games that, while not holding up maybe entirely well, can definitely hold up decently. For that reason, I'd say this game, if it were, I don't know, rated by some corporate company that, talks about games, it'd probably be, I don't know, a 7 out of 10 because sure, it's definitely not the best, but sure, it is good. And that's my point. Sorry if this video went by really quickly and not everything was explained. I just wanted to get things out quickly. And also, yes, I do like the story of this game. Peace and goodbye.